Hello and welcome to another edition of Corporate All Access on Greenstock News. I'm your host, Darcy Mehta, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Nick Luksha, the president and director of Prospect Ridge Resources. Mr. Luksha is the managing partner of Tesoro Capital Partners and has over 15 years of business experience in capital markets. Nick, can you introduce yourself to our audience and talk about your involvement with Prospect Ridge, along with your partnership with Michael Iverson, founder of Fortuna Silver Mines, a multi-billion-dollar company?
Sure, I'd love to, and thank you for having me, Darcy. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm happy to answer the questions and help spread the word a little bit about Prospect Ridge. I came to the company before it was a publicly traded business. I was on the team when it was private. I was part of the team that took it public, that's found the property, completed the acquisitions, done branding, dealing with securities lawyers, employment contracts, even buying trucks and stuff like that. So I've been part of pretty much everything from the get-go. I come to mining through capital markets, so not necessarily a direct way. My side of the business is dealing with more of the business. And then fortunately for all of us, we're lucky to be headed by the legendary Michael Iverson. So anyone who doesn't know Mike, he is one of the co-founders, former chairman and CEO of Fortuna Silver. They had a max market cap of 1.8 billion. They took the stock from being a penny stock to being worth $14 a share at the peak. And they're the 11th biggest silver producer on the entire planet. So, and that's one of the companies that he's founded. He's founded several that have been huge successes and have been bought out by major mining companies. So we've got a home run hitter as our leader. And he actually came out of retirement to do this project after he saw the rocks that were coming off the ground that we now call the Holy Grail in Noss Creek. And he was so impressed by them that he flew in his own personal geologist that he has a long working relationship with. And they couldn't deny what they saw, that it looked amazing and we had to be sitting on something big. So since then, we'd acquired the property. Mike's come on board as CEO, and we've done a lot of prospecting, collecting samples, and we have these results coming back showing really high grades of gold, silver, and other materials. So we currently have 4 locations that are drill ready for spring. We think we might have up to 10 by the time spring gets here. Drill on standby, and we can't wait to start putting that drill in the ground and proving up how much gold we really have.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for that background. That's so amazing. What an exciting time. Central banks around the world are about to raise rates for the first time in over a decade. Historically, rate hikes have led to an average of 30% appreciation for gold. So how profitable is gold mining at those prices?
Well, gold mining is profitable now. It obviously depends on the type of gold, type of rocks coming out of, because some methods cost more money. But the more gold goes up, the better this is for us and everybody who's invested. It's an absolute certainty that interest rates are going to go up, that inflation's coming. It's just a matter of how high and how bad. Gold's always a safe bet in times like that. Gold's the oldest currency. They say cash is king, but gold's better. And, we're going to prove up that we've got a lot of it. How much, we'll find out. Stay tuned as we go. But we can't wait for the drilling season to start so we can really get into this. And I believe that gold is a very good bet and going to do very well in 2022.
Definitely. Well, we'll take your word for it for sure. And many well-known billion-dollar producers have reported depleted mines and have also expressed dire conditions when it comes to being able to discover new deposits. So how rare is it to discover an economically sized gold or silver mine?
Very rare. The statistic is something like 1 in 10,000 mining companies is actually successful. That being said, one thing to keep in mind and one thing to familiarize yourself with if you're a potential investor at Prospect Ridge is look at the Golden Triangle. It's a very famous region in northern British Columbia, just south of Alaska. And there's many, many, many major precious metals producers running as we speak, as well as historical mines. The area is rich in precious metals. And you can look at our website or on our investor deck that's on our website, and it shows all the companies and the area and how much stuff has been pulled out to date. It's incredible. So what I'd say in that regard is that we're in the right place for the right time. We've got the right people, all the pieces of the puzzle. We just need to put them together, and we've got the right guy with Mike Iverson to do that.
For sure. Well, that leads me to my next question. So, like you said, Michael Iverson, the legendary mining executive, came out of retirement to lead, as you said, as CEO, a company called Prospect Ridge Resources, ticker symbol PRRSF. I mean, finances are obviously not a concern for him, having founded billion-dollar companies. So, this must have been highly compelling for him to roll up your sleeves again.
Yeah, he definitely not a guy that needs money, and he was happy. He's big into fishing and hunting, and that's what he was doing with his family. He's got a big family. He spends lots of time with them, but he couldn't deny what he saw. And once the geologist came on board and turned speculation into fact, then that was it. He couldn't help himself. He had to come back for a final hurrah. And obviously we're excited to have him here with us, leading us, and he's excited to go out and make this a huge success.
Wow, that's so amazing. So what is so special about Prospect Ridge, and when do you start drilling?
So our permit applications are in. We expect to have them back in the next few months. We can drill parts of the property due to being lower elevations and not in snow. And there's other parts of the property that are covered under snow right now, which we'll drill in the dead of summer. And so the intention is that we will start building pads that the drills are going to sit on top of mid to late May, and then we'll start drilling in June.
Okay. Wow, amazing. Nick, can you go over the stock symbols again? And is there anything else that you would like our audience to know?
Sure, yeah. Stock symbols on the OTCQB is PRRSF. On the CSE, it's PRR. And over in Europe on the Frankfurt, it's OED. And then anything else that I should share, I've got to go back to go on our site, check out the investor deck and look at our region of gold. When you see how much successful gold production is being done in the vicinity, and the fact that we have matching geology and all the high grade gold samples we've taken. I'd also say go look at our last news release, the first one for 2022. It's a recap of 2021 and all the results that came back from all our assays and everything we accomplished. That can help paint a picture of where we're at and where we're going. It's definitely exciting times for us.
Wow, it definitely is. Well, congratulations on everything. We'll definitely be following you for sure. And that's great advice to go look at the latest press release and everything.
It is pretty exciting. We think we're going to hit major gold pretty fast when we start putting the drill in the ground. Mike has said he feels that there is at least one mine on this property, if not as many as 6, because the property is massive. It's 70,000 hectares.
Wow.
And all over the place. And this region is very well known for gold. There's historic gold mines on the property where they're using, basically archaic methods and tools to extract it. And compared to what we can do today, we think we're going to be into some pretty serious stuff pretty quickly this summer.
Wow. It's like a revolution for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being our guest today. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you. And thank you for watching Green Stock News Corporate All Access Interview Series.
Thanks for watching Greenstock News. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see daily Greenstock News videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment. Greenstock News for the new green economy. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you click on the subscribe button.